In 1988.
Good year.
You're guessing my age, aren't you? 1988, the world was watching the contest between George H.W. Bush and Michael Dukakis. And my fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Clavery, decided to teach us all about politics by having class elections. She came up with a number of very important offices. Plant waterer, very important. Eraser clapper. Everybody wanted to be line leader. That was the most popular office. No one wanted to be blackboard washer. I don't know who ran for that. I decided I was going to run for the office that was secretly the power behind the power. I was going to run for messenger. Now, the messenger's job was to ferry official communications from our classroom to the main office. So in a sense, messenger was just one step away from principal. Very excited about this. I was not a popular kid. Not at all. Fourth grade is, it's kind of the time when you're learning where you fall in the food chain, and I was already pretty sure I was at the bottom. But there's no way to give yourself an accurate, numerical, verifiable count of where you fall in that popularity web, quite like a class election. So I figured I was going to give this my all. I was going to put every ounce of effort I had into this election and see if on my best day I could somehow win what was essentially a popularity contest. And the way this was going to work is we'd have speeches, and then after lunch there'd be secret voting. And every kid was making the same speech. It was weird. It didn't matter how popular the kid was. They were all afraid of public speaking. They all got up and they said, "Oh, hi, my name's Ryan. I think you should vote for me for line leader because I do a good job. Thank you." And that was it. And so I decided my speech was going to be a multimedia extravaganza. And since this is 1988, multimedia extravaganza means audio tape. So at home, I made this tape that I brought in and played on Mrs. Clavery's little tape deck. It was, it started out with a big fanfare on the piano, dun 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 dun, except I couldn't play chords yet, so it was just dun 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 dun. And then I was introduced by my sister, who was 6. And I told her to introduce me in her most convincing voice. So she said, "Look, here comes Adam Ruben, the world's best messenger." And I got up, and then I came up to the front of the class, and then the tape had testimonials on it. And the testimonials were people talking about what a great job I'd done as messenger. But it was just me doing a bunch of different voices. So I did like the voice of a little kid. "When I was thick, Adam brought me my teddy bear." And then I did the voice of a businessman. "Adam brought me my important briefcase at work." You know, this went on. And I played this, and the kids were laughing. There was that. I thought that was good. I thought, oh good, they like me. But I didn't know the difference between the "we like you" laugh and the "what the hell is this weirdo doing" kind of laugh, which is what was happening. So the tape kept going, and then it got to the end, another flourish on the piano, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, because that's how I thought you end something on a piano. And then I brought out the props. I had 2 Hot Wheels cars. And I took one and I said, "If you vote for Adam Ruben, this is how the year's going to go." And I drove it like this. I said, "And if you vote for the competition, the year's going to go like this." And the car exploded. And, you know, how can you argue with that logic? Who would you vote for? And then I thought I would close with a joke. I was 9. I didn't know how to write a joke. Here is actually what I came up with. At home, I found this stack of unsharpened pencils. I brought them in, I hid them under the stool where I was making the speech. And I said, "In conclusion, vote for Adam Ruben. My messenger standards are figured with a sharp pencil." And I held up one of the unsharpened pencils. "Huh?" I said, "a sharp pencil." I held up another one. "What?" This kept going through the whole stack of pencils. I think this is what 9-year-old boys think a joke is, that you say something and then you show something that's opposite. Ah! I don't even think that sentence means anything. "My messenger standards are figured with a sharp..." I think I just wanted a sentence that ended with the word "sharp pencil" and sounded official. So I played this whole tape, and I did this whole performance, and then we went to lunch. Now, I may not have had popularity, but at lunch I had one thing that none of the other kids had. I had gummy fruit snacks. That was my one thing every day. I had a pack of Fun Fruits fruit snacks. Anyone remember those?
Yes.
Those were great. And I had actually a little business going, because kids would say, "Hey, I'll give you a dime for one of your fruit snacks." And I would say, "All right," give them a fruit snack for a dime. And on this day, a kid actually said to me, "Hey, if you give me one of your fruit snacks, I'll vote for you." This is where the sins of youth comes in. I thought, that's wrong. That's buying an election, isn't it? But I needed every possible advantage I could get. I had nothing else, so I said, all right, I'll give you one of my fruit snacks. Then a second kid overheard and said, "Oh yeah, I'll vote for you too if you give me your fruit snack." I said, "Okay, sure." Next thing I knew, I had given away the entire packet of fruit snacks, my whole dessert. I thought, okay, I know I wanted to win, but at what cost? Fun Fruits fruit snacks, that's not something you want to give away the whole packet of. But I did. And we went back to class. We all put our heads down. We did the silent voting thing, and we went through the different offices. And they got to Messenger. They said, "How many people vote for?" And she named whoever my opponent was. And I guess people put their hands up. And how many people vote for Adam Ruben? I know I put my hand up. My head was still down. I could feel around me. I wonder how many other hands are raising. Is it all the class? Is it most of the class? She said, "Okay, you can lift your heads." And there were the results on the blackboard. My opponent had 20 votes. Adam Ruben, 4. 4 votes. 4 votes. And there were more than 4 fruit snacks in that goddamn packet! I still remember this. Afterwards, Mrs. Clavery went around the room and had us name one thing we'd learned from this experience. I put my hand up and I said, "I learned you can't trust anyone." A few months later, we had another election just for the kids who had not held office yet. So I changed my strategy. I said, all right, I see what everyone else is doing. I will do what everyone else is doing. I got up and I said, "Hi, I'm Adam Ruben. I'm running for messenger. I think I would do a good job. Please vote for me." And I lost that election 22 votes to 2. That was my answer. You know, that was my answer to the question, how popular was I? My popularity had nothing to do with my efforts. It was nothing I could change. It wasn't about what I did or didn't do. It was just me. We had one final election at the end of the year. I changed my strategy again. And this time, I won. Adam Ruben, board washer. Because that is how the unpopular kid triumphs. It's not like they showed us on television. He doesn't put on sunglasses and suddenly become cool. He doesn't make an impassioned speech and change everyone's mind. No, he waits until everyone else has had a chance to occupy office. And then he runs for an unpopular position, unopposed. But cleanest fucking blackboards ever! Thank you very much.